Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a great day. Today I am going to be unboxing this K Bunny and Yukari Bunny. Now, a little bit about me, I don't generally collect bunny figures. These are my two first bunnies, so I'm pretty excited to see what the hype is all about. See if I like them. I mean, I assume I like these two because I like Girls und Panzer, and that is why this ultimately happened, is because they are Girls und Panzer girls, and I'm collecting nearly anything Girls und Panzer nowadays, so they had to happen. They were going to have to happen at some point, and I've been keeping my eye out for Kay for a bit, and I managed to find her for a great price, but I'll get into that in a little bit, because there's always stories of how I find things, because I am a very cheap figure collector, and, you know, there's no such thing as really cheap figure collecting within this entire community, right? This entire hobby is pretty expensive, though I am going to have some cheap hauls coming up soon. These, however, if you've been collecting bunny figures or you know of bunny figures, you know they're pretty expensive. So I had very strict rules and basically made a game out of it. So anyways, I think we're going to go ahead and start with the first one I got, which would be Kay. Setting a budget, me and my fiance decided she would be worth it, because she's one of my favorites, $100 over her original price. Now this was kind of a crazy task because she really doesn't go up for that price nearly ever. So it was going to be kind of difficult, but I like a challenge, and I like making a game out of this hobby, so I was like, ah yes, challenge accepted, let me go ahead and see if I can find her, and I did. I saw her on Yahoo Auctions, and the person who took a picture, I don't know what happened here, they literally took a picture of just it was just this part of the box, which was weird, and when I clicked it, I was like, oh, it's one of the bunnies, it's probably Yukari because of the price. I clicked it, and it wasn't, it was Kay. I don't even think it was actually for auction. I'm pretty sure it was just a buyout, so I was like, oh, okay, let me go ahead and, yeah. I understood that the box was going to be fairly destroyed, and you can see that this box is a little bit beat up. Just a little bit. Her now, so we can go ahead and see what we got here. I like the box, by the way. Usually with boxes, I'm gonna take her out and then I'll talk, because it's kind of loud. Alright. So usually for boxes, I end up just folding them, and I either cut out the pieces of the box I like, because I went to school for graphic design, so I have some I like graphics sometimes to keep them, but I don't see the point in keeping the entire box personally. This box I actually really like, though, which is kind of funny because, of course, it's the one that's all beat up. How do I do this? Obviously, I'm going to be a little bit more careful with her than I generally am because she's a lot more money. Start with the base. Orange? Okay. I think these are standard bunny bases. There's, big schmudges all over this thing. Just looking at her through the blister, she looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I think she doesn't look like she's got any obvious damage. Alright, that was easy enough. Oh, she's very dusty. Very, very dusty. That's okay. I think the appeal of her, or just bunny figures in general, is probably just their massive size, because this is pretty impressive. And honestly, I don't see any, paint transfer or anything. She's, in really good condition, honestly, even though her box was pretty much destroyed. I think she's very, very well sculpted. Her face is good, her hair is good. I don't know. I think she looks really good. I think she's a great bunny. I know, again, people were saying that she had a very plain sort of pose, and that, I assume it goes this way. We'll find out, won't we? She had a pretty plain pose, and that's scary. Is there supposed to be I've seen little plastic pieces people have. Was there supposed to be those? Because this is actually terrifying. Because the heels don't actually touch the base. Let me check for a second. Kay. Stay. Swear to God if I break this thing. I don't collect bunnies, but I watch people who do. And I've seen people be like, oh yeah, you put these little plastic thingies in, and that way they stay safe. So there's like little rods and plastic things that go into her foot, I guess. Oh, that's so nice. Now I feel like she's not going to just fall over. There we go. Alright, let's put her back on there. That explains the other hole in the base, too. I was kind of like wondering what the heck was going on with that. Beautiful. Alright. She is huge. She's nice. I think she turned out really good. I like her. Oh wait, there might be a little transfer. Okay, there's a little smudge on her finger. Not the end of the world. I really don't give a crap. I literally will not even notice. I like her peace sign. I think she looks really good. Complaints I guess would be that the base is orange, but orange and specifically like this orange is my favorite color, so I don't care. I think it's pretty. It's very odd. I wouldn't have chosen orange for her. Would have chosen like blue or red. Blue or red. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe army green, or I guess you could have done clear. I just feel like this orange is a little distracting. But overall, I think she looks really good. I was so happy. I was so happy when I found her for this. She wasn't like a grail. She was something I always like. I was like, all right, I'm gonna be on the hunt for this for a while, and I expect to not find her for a while. So I actually found her within the first few months of seeking her, and I was like really surprised about that. So who knows? Maybe she's not as hard to find as I had thought. Maybe like you can look for her for just a little bit and she'll go up. But that price was just amazing, and I couldn't let it go. It was like, and it was again in budget. I met my goal. I did it. Success was attained. Good job, me. All right, we can put her up here now. I can stop talking about it. Look at her. Isn't she so? She's so big. You can't even see her face. Can't even see her. She's that huge! So here is Yukari. Her box is in better shape, but she is actually going to be in worse shape, according to the listing. I bid on her on Yahoo Auctions, and my entire thing was, once the Cave Bunny came, I started feeling like it would be kind of cool to have them both, to display them both together. Also, I did really like her box, as I mentioned, and I was kind of like, ooh, I could have both of the boxes for the bunnies. I don't know. In my brain, it made sense. So I was like, all right, let's go ahead and see if I can find her. But my rules with her were more strict because, as I said, really wanted Kay, really love Kay. Yukari, great character, love her too, but she's not like one of my top. So to me, I was like, all right, I will only pay what she came out for, which that was going to be an even more difficult challenge. Now, she doesn't go for as much as Kay does on the aftermarket, so it was going to be difficult, but not like world-ending difficult. So here is her box. I think she looks pretty nice. Her pose is weird, but I like that she's saluting. So let's get opening her up. So yeah, I managed to find her for literally like exactly the price that she came out for, but she is damaged. She's supposed to have damage on her ears and her toes of her feet, and then she also came from a house of a smoker, and she also doesn't have a base. So there's a lot going on that made it so she was the price that I got her for. But her box looks much better than Kay's, so let's open her up. I also wasn't so worried about the base with her because she's sitting or kneeling, so I was like, it's kind of not needed. Her blister apparently wasn't really together nicely either. That's fine. I don't really care. Alright, let's see this damage. Ooh. That's nothing. Dude. Seriously, she's very dusty, again. I feel weird smelling it, but she doesn't smell like smoke. I don't get, like, I understand when people don't want, like, dolls or, like, stuffed animals. Obviously things are falling back there. From smoke homes, like, I get that. Like, you don't want it to be near smokes. But, like, I don't see any discoloration because of smoke, and she doesn't smell like smoke. The smell would have bothered me more than discoloration, to be completely honest with you. But she doesn't smell like it. She doesn't look like she was from a house of a smoker. Alright, so she goes like that. Now, there was another reason why I was, like, totally cool without the base, because I actually have a base I can use. Give me 1 second. If you watched my mega haul, you saw that I said I wasn't going to use this base for Jabril, because it was huge. So I have a Jabril, the one, I think it's 1/7 by Fat Company, and she has this giant base. There's no holes in it or anything. She just sits on it, and when you put like all the books and stuff, it does like look nice, it does work. But for me, I don't have the space for that kind of crap. I just decided to hold on to the base, and it's so big. I think this might actually work. I'm so happy! Oh, that's awesome. She looks good. If you've never collected bunnies before, I did know this, but it is still pretty cool. Their fishnets are actual fishnets. So, and I like that you can move the little ribbons. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it playing with them or anything, but you can move them. That's kind of nice. I like that they're not like stuck in place completely. I think she looks really good, personally. And she works perfectly with that face. Can I put them on the same base? Because she's doing a weirder pose. This is how I break things, guys. This is how I break things. She doesn't really... Oh, she's like looking at Kay's butt if I do that. Hold on. Let me see if I can make this look not stupid. Putting them together, that's as close as I can make it look like some sort of cohesive thing. But overall, I think they look pretty good. I'm pretty happy I got them both. I really hope they make others. And at this point, I hope they just make them all black suits. Don't do anything fancy. Make them all match. Because I would be really annoyed if all of a sudden they started coming out with them and they were other colors. As for Kay, since there are prices up in the aftermarket, if she got re-released with a different color, I will just totally say I'd totally get her in another color. I think that white would have looked cuter on her, personally. And Yukari, I think the black looks nice, and again, I think it's funny because like Kay is kind of the more like, I guess, sexy character for Girls in Panzer, and then like Yukari wears any uniform possible to like sneak into places, so you know she'd wear a bunny uniform. Like, she's totally not about that. I mean, she's committing war crimes anyways, might as well put on a bunny suit, right? So, I don't know, I think they're really cute, I think they're really nice looking. I'm super happy I got them. I will say though, I do still think that bunny figures are overrated. And I'm sorry, if you're watching this and you're like, I only collect bunny figures. I'm sorry, they're not my thing. That's, I think, what it comes down to, you know, as a collector, it's just not something I'm interested in. But if any other Girls and Panzer girls come out, I'll get them. I think that the scale is absolutely impressive, and Freeing, I think, did a great job on, like, the hair sculpts, face, everything. It looks like the characters, it looks like the girls. It's just, I don't think they're worth the price. I think that they're worth the price they came out for. I don't think I was crazy in paying a little bit more for Kay. A little bit, I say. $100 a little bit. In what world? I think she looks great, and I don't feel bad about spending a little bit more to get her. And Yukari, if you're a Yukari fan, because I know a lot of people like Yukari's like best girl, they love the floof, but I think she's worth it if you can find her for probably like what I ended up finding Kay for. Like $100 overpriced, alright, if you're like a big Yukari fan. Otherwise, I'd say skip it. But yeah, she's really impressive. They're both really impressive, and I think they're really cute. Very nice. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye!